Peace, peace, peace. Just setting up here for my painting. Hey, what's going on, y'all? GPX Sage, Love Kung Fu, Twinithy Walker. Welcome, welcome. Hey, yo, we're gonna get it in tonight, just, recapping everything we went over on Brother Sanchez's channel and just vibing away, painting. As I paint this abstract. So, what we got today is a birthday gift. I got a friend's birthday coming up, and I know what colors that they like. You know, they like aquas, the cool colors, and any warm colors that they like is orange. So, what I'm gonna do is quickly grab this orange here, and maybe even like a warm type of brown. This is like a red oxide, so that's all right. And then we'll have I want to have some yellow bordering going around the border. So, and if I mumble, if you guys don't understand me clearly, it's because I'm not presenting knowledge right now. I'm just talking like you were like one of my homies, just chilling out with you guys. A lot of people say I talk too fast, so I'm always cautious when I'm live to really calm my thoughts down and really enunciate my words, or else I'll just be mumbling all over the place. Okay, so she loves aqua, she loves teal, those kind of mixtures of color. Aqua, kind of right here. What we got here? We got this is like a light blue. She likes the light blues, bright aqua green, teal, things like that. So, like I said, this is an abstract. The thing that I like about abstracts is it's different for everybody, but it can convey the same mood or a different mood within anybody, depending on what you're going through and what you relate to. So let me just get to the chat quickly just to say what's up, pay my respects. AJ Davis, what's going on? Raw Man, Misael, I know you love these live painting sessions. S Wade, what's going on? Yeah, man, peace and love to you guys. I was just going in tonight on, let me see if I can get the lighting better. This might make it a little bit more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Intimate and interactive. All right, so what I'm envisioning is kind of like a big open, cool color space here, bordered with like a bright yellow, and finishing off with some warmer colors down here, and maybe getting a little bit choppy and hectic up here. So who knows what's gonna happen. An artist never achieves what they set out to achieve. I don't care who you are. That's just a fact. Okay, let's see. How do I want to, because I don't want to just leave it like bland and plain. I want to add some sort of interest into it. You know what I mean? I want to add some sort of depth into it. And it's not real depth, of course, because it's all an illusion. And that's what's amazing about being able to, conceptualize something on a 2D surface and make it look 3D. If you can imagine, if this is our 3D world, then the thoughts that we apply to this, the paint that we apply to this canvas must be a fourth or fifth dimension coming in at all sorts of angles. You know what I mean? So the abstract thoughts have to come down and play on a limited surface. So that's why our emotions come, they come to us, and it's choppy. You know, it's a lot of us. It's hard to really kind of get into our emotions and really express ourselves. And big part of that is because of language, right? Like if you don't have the word to invent it, right? If you don't have the word to express it, how are we going to express it, right? And that's the problem, is that we rely on words too much. Okay, so let me get some white just blotted out here. Just load it up, blot it up. And then I'm thinking more like this at the top. Now it's going to get all blended. I never like to put a straight color down on a canvas without having it mixed. Okay. And, I feel like I'm missing some paints, but who knows? My daughter could have jacked them. All right. Now for the fun part, right? All right. Let's get to work. Yeah, you know, it's just crazy. I worked today. I work tomorrow. But things got to get done. So they're going to stretch this paint out. If you ever have excess paint, you could always use the sides of the canvas to really eat up that paint. The eater. All right. Go all up around it. You know, really use your canvas. You know, it's yours. They can handle it. They can handle abuse. A lot of abuse. Spread it around. And because it's abstract, you know, you're just going for an idea that you want to achieve. Nothing perfect, you know, the perfection lies in the imperfection. The imperfection is what makes it unique. It's what makes it unpredictable, organic. If you've never painted before, just go to the dollar store and get yourself some paints and some canvas. It'll be worth it. Okay, now if I get some drippage, that's fine. You know, I'm working the top down, even if I wasn't. It all adds to it. So let's get a palette knife. I'm gonna move this around a bit. Cover a lot with a palette knife. I really want to paint the flat earth model, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, commit so much time only to find out that there's like a different type of reality, you know what I mean? It's not what we thought. And, you know, it's not that I'm that vain and whatever, and it's like I won't paint something that's fantastical, you know, fantasy-like, but it's just such a complex system that it's a simplex system, really. It's complexively simple, like, you know what I mean? Like how everything is just so balanced and how you can relate all the signs of all the religions, all the cultures, you know, back to a certain type of premise, a certain type of teaching. And that to me is just, you know, it's simple, but it's tough to figure out, especially when it's been hidden from us, right? So we're just building up texture here. We're building up depth by just getting a lot of the colors to kind of play with themselves. I'm not really refining these brush strokes, just more or less getting it on there. And by doing that, the randomness happens that sometimes you can't try to paint. Like you can't try to neatly paint randomness or chaos. You know, it's gonna look fragile, it's gonna look fake. Get a bigger brush. Bigger brush. Where is that? This is another problem. You know, the organized chaos. Constantly looking for your materials. Should have it all together. But in the moment, you know, you're tossing things left and right. You don't have the time to really calm down and reflect. So let's see here. Let's get a little bit more. How you guys doing tonight, man? Huh? What are you guys up to? You guys keeping the knowledge coming in your own personal lives? Hope so. With abstract paintings, you can always grab random things that you have laying around, right? And just use those. You know what I mean? Just throw it down and just kind of go around it. You know, make a little take it off. If it ever wants to come off. Jesus. There you go. And what I like to do sometimes also is I like to save my plastics from the canvases that I purchase. And I like to use that to kind of distort. Yeah. See, I got this piece of plastic here. I just like to kind of use it to just give it a little bit of a, again, more depth. You know, like there's something happening there. A little bit of smokiness sometimes, a little bit of a watery effect sometimes, a little bit of a kind of like a rusting effect sometimes, foliage maybe. You know. So guys, I want to talk to you guys about something that I've just recently came back around to. When I went traveling, and also when I stayed in Africa, in different parts of Africa for 6 months, I came across some people that were out there teaching English as a career, as a job, and it was great because they were getting to do what they wanted to do in their spare time, and they were also teaching kids or adults English. I'm sure many of you have heard about these kind of opportunities. But the thing that kind of turned me off from the whole idea before was teaching a whole big class of these unruly kids. You know what I mean? That I don't speak their language. You know what I'm saying? But after looking more into it recently, I found that the class sizes are very, very small, you know, typically 6 to 8 children. And I said, you know, that's doable, you know, that's manageable. And then I started thinking about all the people that are kind of in this system, you know, here, not enjoying themselves in North America or in London or wherever you may be at. And I said, you know, the people that are sub to me, they're compassionate people. They're people that think and that feel. You know, I don't want to hold back this information, this like opportunity. So there is these programs called TESOL, TESOL, and programs called TEFLN, TEFLN, and they both stand for basically teaching English abroad to foreign speaking people. You know what I mean? To people of other languages. And what's so great about it is it's rewarding, yeah, and you get to stay in a tropical, well, anywhere you want. I mean, you could go do it in Hungary, you know, you could do it in Germany, you could do it in China, you could do it in South America, teach English. You know, when I was young, and this is purple, as you can see here. When I was young coming up, adults would always say to me, "Oh, you know, you speak English. You know, that's a very good asset. You know, it's a valuable thing worldwide." And I never really could understand like that. Like why? Like why would what do you mean English is valuable? Like I didn't get it. But now I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was right in front of my face this whole time. You know what I mean? How can I travel the world, make a difference, and get paid? You know what I mean? All at the same time. Well, TESOL, TESOL. You know what I mean? It's just like you're increasing that person's ability to get a job. You know what I mean? To provide for a family. You know what I mean? Learning a second language. It's huge. We all know that. So that's just something that I thought maybe I would let you guys know about, because I don't know if some of y'all know that even exists. You know what I mean? When I found out that exists, I was like, holy, like that's changing the world one person at a time. You know what I mean? Okay, let's just put this on there. I see when you're painting abstracts, right? It's a dangerous trap to get kind of fixated on something. You know what I mean? You just got to keep on going. You got to keep going, and just let it turn out, whatever it may. You just got to let it turn out, and that's the secret to a good abstract. You just got to let your mind go. And keep the hands moving. So let me go do this. If you're new to my channel and you're just subscribing recently, thank you very much and welcome to my channel. You're gonna find that I kind of am in a lot of different things. You know what I mean? It ranges from health topics to spirituality and tips for your kitchen, tips for raising kids vegan. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Flat Earth, consciousness, cosmology, history, lies, deception, things like that. So welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Truly appreciate it. Let's see here. Some blue ink here. This is acrylic ink here. We don't gotta worry about where it falls. It's gonna drip. That's what I want. I'm gonna let it drip. Spread. So we're moving it around here. We're getting the concept here. Let's see here. Can I pull some of yellow? Yellow is very transparent, very light in weight. So if you want to make something yellow, you gotta try to put it on a white background. Okay, I'm getting there. This is what I wanted. Not exactly, of course, but it's getting there. Whatever she sees is what she's gonna see. But I know she's an artistic person, and so she's gonna be able to look at this for a while. You know? Get to the chat quickly, see what you guys are saying, see how you guys are doing. Yeah, Misael, it's abstract. It's an abstract painting for sure. What's good, Sidekick? Ma'atis, peace. Much love. Pierre Corey, what up, what up, what up? Yo, thanks, man. I'm just doing, to catch you guys up, I'm just doing an abstract for a person's birthday. Once again, they are an artistic person and they like these teal type of colors, these cool colors. See, cool colors are anything that is green, blue, and purple. Okay? That would be your cool colors. They're cool, right? Like when you turn on your tap, right? The cold is always blue. Never will hot be blue on your tap. So that being said, the cool colors are that range from when it starts going from yellow, it ends off of yellow, it goes to the green, the blue, and then the purple. And then after the purple, obviously it goes back to the red, which is a warm color, right? Now, this is the thing about red. Red mixed with white is pink, okay? Pink or white is a neutral, it's not a color. White's not a color. White is a tinter, okay? It tints things. It brightens them up or dulls them out. So by adding white to red, you're not making red feminine. Pink is not a feminine color. I have to say that. The masculine colors are red, orange, and yellow. Now you can add black to any of those colors. It's still going to be a masculine color, albeit a darker shade of that masculine color. But if you add white to it, it's going to tint it and brighten it up, and it's just still a lighter shade, a lighter tint of that masculine color. And so in the hospitals, now you know where I'm going, right? In the speaking of the transgender and stuff, right? In the hospital, they give the boys blue blankets, which is a cool color, which is a feminine color, right? Not saying that if you wear those colors you're feminine. I'm saying that, vibrationally speaking, as above, so below speaking. You know what I mean? Positive and negative, all that. The woman, the girls, the little girls in the birth rooms, they get a pink blanket, which is a masculine color, because it's red with a neutral color, so it's cancels out and makes masculine. So it's trickery, and it's science that you need to know. You don't have to give your blanket your child that blanket color. It could not even matter to you. I'm just saying that there is they're doing everything that they can to keep us like disoriented, right? It's a fact. Get some more white. I think white will look nice right here. I mean, it's already white, but you never want to just leave the canvas, right? You never want to leave the canvas exposed. Now, when you're doing an abstract, right? If any of you guys wish to create one, the biggest thing to fear is the fear of starting. You just gotta dive right in. You gotta dive in, and it's unfortunately it's just not gonna happen any other way. It's just not. Okay. Right here. See, I would like to kind of. Clean that up a bit. Okay. Clean it up a bit. Just by getting some black here and just kind of canceling out a lot of this stuff here. A lot of this noise. Bringing it down and around here. Just a little bit too much going on right there that I didn't want happening. I thought maybe I could make something of it, but I fought against it. Now this is getting into kind of that like that mid-80s kind of abstract art. So it's been done. That's what I'm saying. But it's okay because you're just exploring. Really, an abstract painting is just an exploration of what you have inside, right? There's no rhyme or reason, nor should there be. You don't gotta explain your art to anyone. It's yours. Tell them to screw off if they don't like it. I used to let people's opinion affect my art. People that weren't even artists. You believe that? I like that. And when you're doing any kind of painting, you want to scatter the color around. Okay, you want to bring. If you're painting, it's all black, and you have a woman wearing pink. You want to incorporate some of the black into the pink, and some of the pink out into the black, right? Even if it's very, very subtle. You want to do that. It's so important. It's so important to scatter the color, is what it's called. Scattering the color. You know, bringing it together, not making it look like it's apart. Like if I'm standing, if you're painting me right now, standing beside this painting, all of the colors in here, or most of them, should be reflecting on this part of my sweater. Yeah, I like this. I like this red. I like how it's very bold. If you could look at it, it's very smooth, very shiny. I like that. Okay, now let's get some white right here. No. Let's scatter the red ochre oxide around. Okay, and have elements of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. I don't always like using the whole rainbow. You know what I mean? It's too much. So let's kill out some of the color. I can just use this same brush. There we go. This can be textured. This can be very textured. That's what I want to do with this. Build it up, squeeze it all out. And then I'm gonna texture it with this. Always save your garbage bags. Dab, dab. Okay, this is getting a little nicer now. I should probably incorporate some sort of white into what I just did to bring out a little highlights. You know what I mean? Some of the highlights just to kind of make it pop out a little bit. So squirt some white out. Oh, a little too much. Doesn't matter. We can use it up later. And just kind of cover it. Get it all covered there. And now, if you're afraid to get your hands dirty, stay out of this life. It's not for you. Only for the hard. That's great. That's nice. Flip it so it doesn't look like you're just making prints, right? You don't want people to think you're lazy. Boom. Got some nice texture in there now. Okay? Very rustic. Now, if I was smart, I would get some of this black and go back in there. Just hit it again in select spots. Got the black. Just hit it in select spots underneath the white. Make it seem as if it's popping out, casting a shadow of a sort. Always flipping it. Okay, now we got some depth. It's all about the depth, okay? Even if you're trying to make a 2D looking painting, you still need to add some sort of depth in there for it to be interesting to look at. Okay, I don't want any of this anymore. So, simply going to get rid of it. There you go. Simply going to get rid of this here. Okay. And I will do that with this brush. Just spread it around. My art teacher said that one of my gifts was moving around the paint. And that just simply means being patient. You know, it's not gonna all spread on the first go there. All right, you gotta work it. You know, build it up here, then come another direction here, get everything that missed, and then up here, then maybe strokes upward. Right? If you got stress or something, just pick up the brush. Just pick up the brush, not the gun. Paint a masterpiece, don't take a life. See, now I want to bring some of this color down in here, right? Like we just talked about, right? But I don't want to touch the red with it, right? I don't want to touch anything warm with my cold brush, with my cool colored brush. I'll give it a nice effect there. And if I just kind of grab some paint, some water, I might be able to whip a nice little amount of paint. There we go. You can't see that, but it's just like some whipping just to kind of add some splashiness. Now, I know that this stream isn't for everybody. You know what I mean? It's I'm kind of random like that. You know what I mean? I'll do a stream on the deepest thing that you've ever heard, and then next show I'm at an expo or something. You know what I mean? Or I'm teaching how to an alternate way to use a microwave, to throw out your microwave. You know, stop using your microwaves and stuff like that. So it's random. You know what I mean? You could have came here thinking, oh, Masterpiece is gonna drop some jewels. No, not tonight. I did that on Bro Sanchez's channel. If anybody didn't see the stream that Brother Sanchez and I just did, definitely go check that out. But I suggest, I suspect all of you guys did. Just gonna get a little bit of depth in here again. Not really caring too much about what's happening. You know, it's very peculiar down here. You know, it's very, you know, this is what it is. You know, no choice. You know what I mean? Up here is kind of, you know, more free, a little bit more airy. So I want to keep that vibe a little bit light. You know what I mean? I really want to just smooth it all out. Smooth it all out. You know? Kind of get it all together. Maybe tack it this way. Maybe kind of give it some depth by going in with it here, making it converge into a point. You know? And there's no right or wrong, you know what I mean? There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just grabbing a bunch of paints and going. Just get a nice roundabout there. Some more white. Let's just spread that out. And don't be afraid to paint over things that you've already painted. It's okay, nobody's gonna know. And if you really like what you did, well, you either gotta make a choice, do you act sloppy and paint over it, or do you be careful and leave it? This is looking nice. And here, just grabbing it from the sides, pulling it in. Just grabbing it from the sides, pulling in. Now I gotta spread this light out, right? Man, it's so freeing to be able to just pick something up and let loose. You know what I mean? No judgment. It's pure freedom. You gotta be up in like 5 hours. Finish off the borders. I usually like to paint the borders first. That way you don't get anything on the art itself. And that's it. That is literally what I'm going to give her. You know what I mean? It's thought provoking. It's complementing. It clashes itself. It works itself out almost. It's like when you when you have a problem arise in your head, and then you solve it on your own by just talking it through. That's what this painting reminds me of. It's like rise above the obstacles and the BS and look out to the clear blue sky, and always remember that's going to be there. That's just what I see it as. Again, no right or wrong. No, no this or that. It's just, it is what it is. Again, scattering the color around, bringing some of the blues from down here up into here. You know? And that's basically what it is. All right. Now, like I said, that was an unusual session. Hold on, let me turn the lights on. There we go. So let me just turn it. There we go. Now, imagine having that hung up in your wall. You know what I mean? In your house. Now, some of y'all could easily chirp me right now and be like, well, I wouldn't want that. That's BS. Like, that's a BS painting. To each his own. You know, it doesn't really matter. To each his own. But what I do have to say is, you know, for someone that does like this, it's something that you can, like all abstracts should, it's something that you can wake up to and have a new feeling. It should react to you. You know, you should never react to a painting. If you go and you're looking for a painting to buy and you react to it, it can be stunning, it can be shocking, but that doesn't mean you're gonna love it. What you're gonna love is something that is going to react to you. Something that when you wake up feeling moody, it's different. Something when you wake up feeling happy, it's different. You see something there next time. Because of your mood, you see it as happy clouds. You know what I mean? One day. You know, looking into the fog, you can make different things out with it, you know, on another day. So it's I think it's a very special thing to be able to do abstracts and do abstracts well. I wouldn't say that I do abstracts well, but I am learning. You know what I mean? I am learning. And if you just keep at it, if you just get better and better at it, just keep at it. Get better and better. Like anything else. Yeah, man, I'm really like, really wanting to paint a flat Earth. You know what I mean? Like, and trust me, don't for people out there that think Matt Boylan is a painter, there's a difference between putting paint on a canvas and being an artist. And I'm just going to be real. Because while I've seen Matthew Boylan, and I'm not calling out any, you know, shots or anything like that, but like, who knows what people are lying about. Flat Earth asshole said that he didn't paint a lick while he was around him. And after he said that, Matt Boylan has his paints out and, you know what I mean, adding little strokes here and there off camera. And just like really looking very amateur with it for someone that was employed by NASA to paint. Like if you were employed by NASA to paint galaxies and planets and or the Earth or the blue mark, whatever it is, you better be a damn good artist. And nothing that Matthew Boylan has produced after he made the claim that he painted the Earth, the globe, nothing that he produced after that even came close in comparison. I don't care how big you're working. I don't care about the scale that you're working with, because that's not it. It's about the level of mastery, you know what I mean, and confidence. And I don't see it. I don't see it when I look at Matthew Boylan's work, if it's his. And again, not stirring up anything, but I don't believe that art has any room for fakes. It doesn't. We've gone through that whole thing before. People forging and taking other people's credit. You know, I just want to know who's telling the truth. Yeah, add some green right here. It's appropriate. The next thing you know, it's like Masterpiece has beef with Matthew Boylan. No, it's not like that. It's just a respect thing, you know, for the craft. Give this a little bit of depth here, like it's like jutting out on top. I really like the way this is going. I mean, if you check out my Instagram at Classic Smith Art, all one word, CLASSIC, like Classic Smith, SMITH, Art. You can, on my Instagram, you can check out a bunch of my work, and you'll find my level of mastery there. You know, I don't post everything that I do, but most of the good stuff I'd say is there. There's a couple things that I'm not including right now that I have to get pictures of. But it should give you a good idea. I've done painting contests, won some, and a mayor has one of my paintings. The city hall has one of my paintings. It's not. I'm just saying that, you know, these are the things that I've done, and these are the things that I like to do. It's art is my passion, and I hope you guys can feel that. I would like to add a little bit of a, because remember, it's about scattering the color, right? So there's a lot of yellow up here, not a lot, but you know, there's significant amounts to say, hey, that's yellow, and so I want to scatter that in here. Sorry, guys. Yeah, like, I don't know, if I was Matthew Boylan, I would try to redeem my name as an artist. You know what I mean? Because I haven't seen anything. Ooh, nice. That's all it needs. And maybe I don't want the drips to go all the way down. Maybe. So maybe I'll just lift it and stop it. Shake around a bit. Okay. Should be good. You know, if you're ever thinking about art, like if you're ever thinking really hard, then you gotta stop. You gotta put it down. Because you're not in the right state of mind. Thinking and painting have no place together. You know what I mean? Not at all. You can't do two things at once. You just cannot do it. If you're creating, you got to be fully in it. If you're building a pyramid, if you're building a little, you know, chessboard, whatever it is, your whole attention's got to be there, or else it isn't. Some white here. I'm gonna just emphasize this. There we go. Yeah, I think it's come together nicely. Like I said, I don't want to do too much here. I want it to be simple, simplex. because it's a simple painting. I did it very quickly, but it's not like when you get up close to it, everything is just simple. The randomizing of everything makes it very complex, right? Just slowly mixing it in while I'm putting it on the canvas. Dangerous, but worth it if you know what you're doing. Just kind of I like that. And now I can take away. Art it's not always about putting on. And I constantly say that with health. When I talk to people about health, it's not about adding. It's literally about the subtraction. What can you eliminate from your diet today that's going to make you healthier? Because it's something that you people often say, I must not be getting something because I feel like this. No, no, no. You must be feeling like this because you're eating something. You already are eating something. How about take away something? Elimination. Elimination. I'm going to run this here out a bit. Here. All right. And I'm going to, this all adds to the depth, right? And I keep on talking about depth. But if you don't have depth in your painting, you're not going to have any interest in it. People are going to look at it once and move on. The depth is what it's what keeps the mind interested. Okay, the constant moving around. Where's the focal point? Obviously, it's here. Secondary focal point would be here. And then the tertiary would, of course, be here and all around it. But then the eye, as it's linking it, it brings it all the way back up to here again. The focal point. And that's something that you want to work on, is directing the viewer's eye to where you want it to go. You're painting. It's your life. And I am doing this very precisely, actually. I know exactly where I want this yellow to go. And I'll need a fresh brush. Just want to build up the yellow a bit. It's looking kind of transparent, of course. Just be very playful with your abstracts, with all art, really. Just play with it. You don't gotta. You can always paint over mistakes. Okay, nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? And yeah, it might be a little bit of work to do it, but I mean, hey, nothing worth doing is ever easy. I had nothing. Just incorporate that. Like that. It's really fun. It's playful. I like that. Scatter it. Scatter the color. Okay. And that will be all she wrote. Okay. And that's all she wrote, guys. An abstract painting by yours truly, Masterpiece. And this is why I call myself Masterpiece. If you are new to my channel, this is why I do what I do. The thing about abstracts is that there's no right way, no correct viewing proportion. It's all okay. This is how it's intended to go. And of course I do. Commissions. You know, that's not a question. Although I am kind of slowing down on that whole front because lately I just haven't I haven't been having good experiences with the commissions, just the people in general. So I've slowed that down into more so just kind of doing what I want and hoping that has the same kind of allure to people. And just hope that what I like to paint sells, you know? Because it is time consuming. And I do have to be away from my daughter, my family. And it's risky, you know what I mean? I mean, I could be working, or I could be, you know, doing whatever it is that I do, make juices or whatever. Oops. For some guaranteed cash. But if I choose to paint, then it's not really guaranteed unless somebody is requesting it, right? So that's why it's just a little risky as an artist, especially with a family, you know what I mean? Sucks. Sucks that we have to pay to live in this world, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you're born here, like, congratulations. And then now make as much money as you can to support yourself, or you're gonna go homeless and beg for money. Poverty, I don't. It's just crazy. What a concept, poverty. With all the waste that we produce here in Canada. Did you know that Canada produces the most waste in the world per capita? That's what I'm hearing. I can't, you know. I'm in disbelief myself. But if that's true, then shame on us, right? We should know better. We should definitely know better. It was looking a little bit light on the yellow side, you know what I mean, when it came to this part. So I just wanted to kind of iterate some yellow back in there. Just to kind of unify it, right? Bring it back together, right? Boom. Now I really, really like that. Okay? And that's how I'm going to leave it. So thank you for joining me, for chilling out with me. Like I said, I got to work tomorrow. Uh, Saturday, have fun. But hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope to see you guys in a live stream somehow on Saturday, which is tomorrow. So either here or on Brother Sanchez's channel, you know what I mean. I would love to go in with the brother and kick it with the fellas and any ladies out there, and just really explore and discuss, what's going on in the community, what's going on with our reality, and just and just open up our minds, because hey, you could be going out and getting drunk and high on the weekends, or you could keep it at home, bun your little thing if that's your thing that you like to do, and just chill out and vibe, maybe drink a beer, have a shot if that's your thing, and just vibe out and relax. And I think that is how I like to spend my weekends. My daughter's here, you guys are always up and around because you guys are woke and conscious and don't want to be partying your life away, you know what I mean? I think that this white kind of helps to give it a little bit more of a definition here. Yeah, I like that. That's how I was going to stay. You see, and after I hang up this chat, I'm going to go upstairs, come back down because I forgot something, and I'm going to see something, and I'll stop, and you know what I mean? Who knows? That's why I got to get it out of my hands. So, uh, thank you, Misael. It's been a pleasure as well. S. Wade, thank you. It's always good vibing with you guys. Illustrious Cook, much love. Ramen, Mind's Eye, Ma'at, who else? GPX Sage, everybody for joining the building, man. Thanks a lot. And like I said, tomorrow night you could probably catch me. If not, then I'm trying to get the Tuesday and the Thursday possibly green stream going on, talking about baby nutrition, baby food, and how we can mimic that in our own daily lives. So hit me up, Instagram, Classic Smith Art. You can go check out my nutrition stuff on my page in Instagram, Nutrition's Kitchen. All right, all one word. Or just sub here and keep on following, and don't forget to hit the bell for the notifications. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Wash these brushes and my tools out, and especially my hands. And with that, I'm out. Peace, power, much protection. All right, y'all. Peace.